As we look at the state of the world in 2014 and looking out into the rest of the decade, I think you can't have that discussion without talking about issues like energy. Issues like, what are the millennials up to? How has the changing face of manufacturing and trade begun to affect the shape of cities and markets around the country? That focus on things like, how does the fact that the U.S. is becoming more energy independent and the implications for that, for not only lower cost energy for us, but more predictability and more security in terms of our energy sources, is a very important thing. Anybody that's running an office building, anybody that's running a multifamily apartment, certainly anybody that's involved in industrial real estate knows how much the cost of electricity and other forms of energy impact their own bottom line. So trends like fracking, trends like renewable solar energy become really quite important. The ability for a green building to be a co-generator of energy and sell it back to the grid is all of a sudden not just a cost, but a potential profit center for a building. It's very, very important, and technology has really changed that. What about the choices of the millennials, my kids' generation? You know, my kids are between the ages of 27 and 35, you know, and so this idea that you want to be in exciting, edgy cities, that you want to build a career that is not just simply climbing the corporate ladder, but has you know, a relationship with the other elements of your life that you need to balance, becomes a very important thing. Does that mean more renting than home ownership? Does it mean that as the millennials begin to be parents, they're more likely to stay in urban areas versus relocate to the suburbs? That's something we need to think about and plan for as real estate people. 3D printing, you know, in the manufacturing area has a profound implication. Will we be less dependent on offshore manufacturing? Can we bring more of this back closer to the point of sale here in the U.S.? And then how does manufacturing relate to the consumer? You know, what happens at retail when you can actually produce on request or on demand the product that you're looking to sell? You know, and what does that mean in terms of zoning? You know, because we've traditionally tried to separate out our manufacturing uses from residential uses and from retail uses as inappropriate to be together. But technology is now making it not only possible but desirable for them to be together. That's going to require our city planners to think in a very, very different way. And that's going to affect the value of land, and that affects the value of the property that sits on the land.